Hi parents of Taurus children, it's parental guidance with your tarot treat for the week. I'm wearing this because I feel that this is symbolic of a spiritual graduation for all of us, with Mercury retrograde ending this week and the lessons that we've learned. Also, some of you have college students or high school students, or even little babies. You know, they're graduating from their grade levels. So we're all crossing a threshold of something, and just wanted to, give a symbolic reminder of that this week. So these are messages for your Taurian child for the week of the 8th through the 14th. Also keep in mind when you read these that, don't necessarily just read them from sun to sun sign. Look at them in different aspects. So what I found that has worked for me, reading from my child's sun sign and my moon sign. Looking at my moon sign, or looking at my sign, that's my, from the aspect of the moon is what I'm trying to say. So if your child is a Taurian sun, look at your corresponding moon sign for the parents as opposed to anything else. For yourself, if you're looking for yourself as a child in your reading, if your sun doesn't align, look at your rising sign or look at your moon sign. But these are the different aspects that I found that has aligned with me. Also, pay attention to your houses. So if you have planets in your second house, or if your child has planets in your second house, that's another way that you really should consider on how you are looking at these readings. Lastly, I am doing a Mercury retrograde special. That information will be below, and you can contact me on Instagram if you would like to take advantage of that, and it ends on the 14th. All right, I think we are almost good. Yes. Okay. So for your Taurian children for the week of the 18th, or the 8th through the 14th, they have the 10 of Wands in reverse. They are putting down what they had once picked up, not carrying this burden. Something is being released, with this being the end of Mercury retrograde. And happy birthday if somebody is celebrating a birthday this week, your Taurian child, or you, if you're a Taurus. This does feel like a graduation. This does feel like, they've moved on from something. They're not carrying this extra weight anymore. They've evolved and matured to let it go. I'll get a clarifying card. The King of Pentacles also, it's an earth sign. Like, it's almost like releasing what no longer serves them. If you can see that. Do I need one more? I'll take two. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah. I mean, Temperance, they're about rebalancing. I don't know what this is pertaining to, but it's like a reset. There was a heavy load that they carried, a burden that they carried this week, or maybe in the past. And this week they are releasing it. High Priestess in reverse. This feels more like a very, I don't need to use my intuition because it's that clear on what I need to do. I don't see that this is a rejection of intuition. This is a trusting of self. This doesn't feel like they don't know, or, the information or something is beyond them. This truly does feel like they know it's a clear plan of what they need to do. It doesn't feel like it's so obvious to, that's what it feels like. It feels like whatever the solution is, or whatever they need to do, I already know it, is the feeling that I'm getting. There is no need to step outside of themselves to ask for solutions. They've already been given their assignment or the solution on how they need to move forward. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. but it feels very much like taking an ownership of what they need to do. They have clarity. They're balancing out. There's a sense of maturity here. Whatever this is for and whoever this reading is for. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. I don't know why. Anyway, yep, not going to go there. So with our Aries parents, you guys have the Hermit in reverse. You two are coming out of something like a slumber. So I don't know if this was a household impact. I hear somebody may have had COVID. But it just really feels like the house is recovering. You're recovering. You're coming out of needing to back away or, you know, kind of keep your energy. Like it's almost like you've been cryogenically frozen, and like you are thawing out. You are taking your first breath from being, you know, unlocked in the chamber, and it's just like a small recovery. Like it's just incremental recovery. I don't know what wore you guys out this week, but leave it in the comments if you feel comfortable. Taurian parents of Taurus children, you were celebrating. I don't know if this is a birthday, if this is a graduation, but maybe you are celebrating whatever this ending is. You know, yes, I'm not getting specifics. This feels like you are like celebrating a win for your child. That's all I got. It really just feels like they completed something. It was hard. They mastered it. They feel relieved that it's over. Maybe it's finals or something, and you guys are preparing for their graduation or whatever. But for some of you, that's what it could feel like. But I'm just trying to use very practical words so that however, you know, whatever your situation is, you can follow along and know if that's your story or not. Gemini parents, you guys have the Six of Cups. You guys are celebrating too, getting together with family, having a cookout. I do feel that this is in celebration of a graduation. If you have older children that are graduating college, high school, I'm not sure what kind of, you know, depending on where you are. I know high school graduation sometimes is a little later in the year. But yeah, I am feeling like a celebration, a reflection. Like you guys are reflecting on the past so many years. And there is a lot of nostalgia, a lot of tears, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, you know, a lot of, oh, my baby, you know, and oh, they're getting older, and like bittersweet sadness. Like you're overjoyed that your child has reached a milestone, but at the same time, you're like, oh, my baby's not a baby anymore, you know, one of those things. So it's just, I see celebration. I see cookouts. I see eating dinners. I see, you know, fireworks displays somewhere, like just someone, like there's just a party. There's such a happy celebration for what this is about pertaining to your Taurian child. Cancer parents, you guys have the Five of Cups. What are you, I feel like you're being isolated or left out of something. This is greater than just, you know, your child growing up. This is greater than your child graduating and going to a different state. Were you like, this feels like it was a parent, I'm specifically hearing father, but a father who wasn't involved with their Taurus child, and now there's regrets. Now, this obviously message isn't specific to everybody, so if it isn't, please look at other aspects on how on you and your child's charts. But there's a heaviness, a missing out, a feeling of regret that you weren't there. Like that's specifically what I'm feeling, is just guilt that you weren't there. That you weren't there to support them, that you weren't there. And why, I understand this is Mercury retrograde. Don't beat yourself up. Yes, acknowledge the truth, but remember that you got 2 cups back here. It's not over yet. There's still cups. You know, not all 5 of them are spilled over. You can redeem the time. But I really see, like, I know, okay, so here's, tarot people use like definitely, really, and I don't know why we do that, but it's like to emphasize, like, no, this is something that's coming up for me very strongly. I get, and this is not for everyone, but I specifically see a man of African ethnicity, and all fathers. So this is not like pegging or making any racial comments, but there is a specific man of African ethnicity who feels really hurt and sad and bad that he feels, and here's the, like he feels as though he was not there for his son. Let me tell you something. I feel like you, whoever this was for or is for, you were a hard worker and you were doing the best that you could. And it wasn't your fault that you weren't able to be included. And there's a lot of hurt surrounding you and the child's mom, like maybe that you weren't available. Like there's something where you were doing the, like, all I'm saying, you were doing the best that you could. Like life circumstances, different cities, something kept you away from being able to really cultivate a relationship with your child. But I feel like you've been really reflecting in this Mercury retrograde season that, man, you want to do better, and you will. And you got these 2 cups. And I feel like your child is going to slowly open up to you and be receptive. We're now in this next chapter in your life. You two guys can forge a relationship and really recover and redeem and heal the time. So this is not a bad thing. This is just a station of acknowledging what is what. And it hurts. You know, there was a lot of shit in the past, a lot of hurt that was perceived that you caused, a lot of choices that you specifically made that made things worse in your earlier years. But I feel like you and, you know, the mom, or like, it just, I feel like there is a coming, there's, how do I want to say this? I feel like on her part, I feel an openness. Not that she hasn't let go of the resentment, but there's an openness for forgiveness, or a willingness to release her own opinions from the situation. To make it easier for you and your son to connect and communicate. I don't feel like she made things difficult on purpose. I think she was only just hurt by you not being there and not being able to follow through, or just letting her down over and over again, where she just was hurt. But I feel that she's receptive this time to be like, you know what? It's not bitterness. Like, it's not like with an attitude, but she's just throwing her hands away, like stepping back from it and letting you two work it out. And so I feel like for this particular situation, I know I'm rambling on, not rambling, but just going more in depth. I feel like for this specific situation, this is just the station where you are right now. A feeling of, damn, I messed up, or damn, I'm really upset and mad how I handled it all these years. But your child loves you. Your child wants that relationship with you. And they want you to, you know, yeah, this is just where you are. This feels like a station, like a snapshot in time. But the reality of it is, it's only temporary. You're taking the time to like process this. At the end of the Mercury retrograde, I feel like things are going to get a lot better, where you can be transparent, have a vulnerable conversation with your child, and y'all talk about what happened, what was what. And then from there, there's going to be like a bridge. And, you know, lo and behold, I didn't even see that, but there's a bridge that you guys can cross to get on the other side of this. You go across and then go over yonder. That's a message for somebody, for some Cancer parent, but like one specific, very detailed scenario. Leo parents, you guys have the Chariot in reverse. I don't know what you're revisiting. This could be as simple as y'all forgot something at the store for the graduation party. Something you need to calm. I feel like the need to just be still. Because what the season has done for you is you're like, oh, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot this. But if you had taken the time to just not moved in the first place, your energy would have been used a lot more efficiently. So I'm asking you to consider, whoever this is for, is to just calm and be still. Because you're doing a lot of running, whoever this is for, and you're missing what is truly important. This is a distraction. So you're distracted with the hustle and the bustle, and you're being asked to just be calm and revisit what is truly most important. Reprioritize, recenter on what is truly important as it pertains to your relationship with your child and your child's life. This feels like go back home and stay home. It feels like you're doing too much, and it feels like a lot of busyness. So just be home, be still. There's no need to run off. There's no need to move. Like, this card literally in the reverse means there's no movement. Just be still. You're being asked to be still. Ask yourself, does this benefit me to be doing all this? And if it doesn't, then don't. Virgo parents of Taurus children, you guys have the Tower. This is a sudden change. It doesn't feel bad. It's just, it catches you off guard. It's, of course, you're a Virgo, so anything that's not planned or accounted for, it can catch you off guard. But this one really is going to catch you off guard. And it's just going to have to, you're going to have to readjust. It's not bad, but it's just a warning. There's something this week that's going to happen that you guys just need to recalibrate. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. It's sudden. It's sudden. You're not gonna, it's like it's gonna come from nowhere. You're not expecting it. You don't know what it is. You have no knowledge of what it could be. But when it happens, you will know. And it's gonna piss you off because it fucks with your order and your detailedness. But it has to happen in order for you to be able to truly do it the way that needs to be done. I don't know what it is, but it's just gonna irritate you, like, damn it. But it's gonna be beneficial. You're gonna be like, oh, fine, all right, and you'll see the benefit of it. Libra parents of Taurus children, you guys have the Three of Swords. This really does feel like past energy that you're healing from, this Three of Swords. Whoever this is for. It doesn't feel new. It doesn't feel like a surprise. It just feels like you're processing and you're healing something that happened. A recent, in the recent past. I see you just sitting with this energy and just reevaluating. you did nothing wrong. Like there's some guilt attached to this, or, you know, sadness. But this happened for a productive reason, to benefit your future. Like, this person was not meant to be in your life long term. This person was not somebody of high value. They came to bring you a lesson. They came to, you know, for you to gain some short-term or short-lived experience. And that was it. And no matter how they exited, that's the part that stings or hurts. But pay less attention to their departure and pay more attention to their deposit. What lessons were they able to deposit within your spirit that are going to carry you to the next phase? Scorpio parents, you guys have the Two of Cups in the upright. There is a resolution. There's a coming together. I feel like you guys were at odds for something. But now there's harmony, there's balance, there's restoration, there is conversations, there is learning. This Mercury retrograde really helped you guys to work through your communication barriers. You have a better understanding, and there's peace and happiness and joy. In regards to that, it may or may not be related to your child, but it's not related directly to your child's situation, but your relationship, your child is familiar with. They may be happy for you, but yeah, they're kind of two different ones. Sagittarian parents of Taurus children, you guys have the World in the upright. The world is your oyster. You're feeling bliss. You're feeling in a state of harmony with the universe. You just feel on cloud nine. Everything is in order the way that it needs to. You feel like the ability to manifest is very easy for you. You just feel really calm. Yeah, like you're clear, you're able to support your child better. Things are just working, things are manifesting the way you need to. It just feels like good, solid energy, like just clear. A breeze could like blow through and it would revitalize you. Capricorn parents, you guys have the Ace of Wands. You're starting something new. You have a new idea, a new epiphany, a new venture, a new like efficient way. Like it's like you got a solution for a problem that you want to fix, and now you're going to the creative drawing board on the engineering. How can you build this project or whatever? But this is a spark of inspiration for you, and I really feel it in terms of some kind of like problem that you have solved that you can make money off of, and you're just like inspired and, you know, creating the prototype, figuring out how you can put all this together. It could be as simple as like something that doesn't require any materials. It could be something that you do on social media. It can be something that you write, a blog post, or some kind of creative aspiration that you're like, you get a jolt, you're pursuing, you're actively involved in creating. Aquarian parents, you guys have the Eight of Pentacles. You're building something is like fruitful. There's an investment. It's like it feels like good, productive, work hard energy, and I'm proud of you for that. It doesn't have anything directly to do with your child. Your child benefits like from your positivity and your clear focus. Yeah. It feels good. Pisces, you guys have one of your cards, but the Hangman, I think you're in a state of like wherever you go in your dream world to just not only just regenerate, but your creative space. Like you have creative ideas. You were drumming up creativity. So it's funny, like the signs that bring us into the late fall and winter, they all have this productive vibe. I mean, it could really just be like the seasons, you know, like the messages kind of have a seasonal pattern to all of them. So that's all I got. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week.